What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the stoop. Yeah, I know it's been a minute. I just came out here today to check on check on my OG, but clearly she's in the streets. So I figured since I done made the trip out here, I might as well sit here and do this quick video when I got some peace and quiet. So pardon the outer interference. So anyway, yeah, it's been a minute, but yeah, we back on track now. I had to take a minute to really, you know, really grind. I had to grind because I had to change my situation for real. My situation was not, it wasn't, wasn't conducive to what I is used to. Wasn't where I wanted to be. I wasn't happy. All that. So I had to hit these streets and really change my outlook, my situation. And good news, we got some good prospects, and we getting ready to move forward. So it's working, and I say that to say, you know, if you want to change your situation, change your situation. It's really that simple. If you don't like where you are, what you're doing, or where you going, fix it. Fix it. Put your head down and grind it out, and the end results will be exactly what you want them to be. Now I got what can't think of my man's name. He passed away. Now I got good trouble. I got good problems. I got to figure out which avenue to take, but it's all going to lead to money. Um, about to really do some stuff coming up in the next couple, not long, really couple weeks. But anyway, enough about all that. Um, I just didn't want to just not, just drop off like some people just drop off and don't do no content. You know, this content that I do is for whoever heart it touches. Something to leave behind for my children, grandchildren, so on and so forth. So that's really what it's for. I know you didn't ask, and it's multiple episodes in, and I'm just now saying what this is for. Fuck all that. That's what it's for. Anyway, the first thing that's on my mind, get into it real briefly, is there's this video that's taking traction, and some of you may have seen it. Most of you have, maybe have or have not. But a young man gets pulled over by the police. Of course, we all, we've seen multiple videos of this happening. But the first video that surfaced was he's sitting in the car. The officers yelling at him, get out the car. He's refusing to get out the car. They bust the window, hit him with a one piece, drag him, and then give him the rest. So of course, by this time, us black folks, me myself, we're numb to it already because we've seen it so many times before. You know, for Al Sharpton to say something, waiting for whoever to come out and say how this has got to stop, yada yada yada. So then, this was what, a week or so ago. So now a video comes out of the police camera, the one that they wear on the chest. That comes out. Yeah. Now you get the whole story, how it began. As you now, and this is just my opinion. Agree with it, agree or disagree if you will. But a lot of times when you get stopped, and the only thing he got stopped for was he didn't have his it's a law wherever he was at, that you have to have your lights on during weather, rain, whatever. He didn't. So of course we all know hindsight is 2020. Had he Sarah, if had he, he was like, okay, what are you stopping me for? Cop said, I'm stopping you because you didn't have your lights on. I noticed you didn't have your lights on in weather. He probably would have just got off with a bullshit citation. Okay? But no. You goofy ass, young YNs, as y'all want to call yourselves now. You want to give him stat. You won't speeding. You didn't have, you were wearing your seatbelt. All he stopped you was for your lights weren't on. He would have gave you probably a $50 ticket that you could have paid and been on about your business. But no, you want to be an asshole. I'm sorry, but it has to be said. He wanted to call your supervisor. Okay, so now now you pissed the cop off. And we already seen what happens when you piss a cop off. Now you're under arrest. When all you could have had was a bullshit ticket. Now you're under arrest. Now he's going to arrest you because now you're resisting arrest because you refused to get out the car. You had the door open and you decided you wasn't getting out the car. Call your supervisor. Let me say this. Let me pause right here for this little public service announcement. Just because you have your phone on, and you're recording everything doesn't make you right. If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, your camera's going to show you how wrong you are. Okay? It might be right to you, but it's going to be wrong because guess what? Cops got cameras too now. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the thing. So, long story short, he refuses to get out the car. He calls for backup. His boys come, and we all know the rest. Okay? Was he wrong? Yes. Again, disagree. Please disagree. Was the cop wrong? Absolutely. They were all wrong. But had he just said, oh man, my bad, officer, give him his license, whether it's suspended or not, give him his register, whether you have it or not. Again, all it would have ended up with being is a bullshit ticket that you could have just paid off. Went to court, okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, he didn't have his license. Okay, that's a ticket. Boom, you can't get out of that. Okay, let's say you didn't have insurance. Boom, go to court, show that, hey, I got insurance. Okay, they'll throw it out. Go on about your business. That's how most these things work. But no, you wanted to be, I don't know what he was trying to accomplish. Like, dude, if the cop said you didn't have it, just be like, man, got to be. Here's my information. Take the ticket, go on about your business. No. Instead, he caught a 3-piece and a coleslaw. You saw it. If you saw the video, you know what I'm talking about. He caught, they treated him like a king that day. So then he goes up and they said his tooth went through his lip. And again, I'm not saying what the cops did was right. They're absolutely wrong. They should be fired and brought up on charges. Let's make that clear. They were wrong. But all of this could have been avoided if you'd have just took the ticket. I say this to everybody. You are not going to win these altercations. These videos you've seen out there, a lot of them are fabricated. A lot of them are not accurate. But they having you believe, if I just talk shit to the cop, he's just gonna walk away. No, he's gonna call for backup. If you push him, he gonna push harder. And there's more of them than there is of us. You, whoever. Please, people, young, old. If you old, we don't even have to have this conversation. If you over, I'll go so far as to say, if you over 30, we ain't got to have this conversation because we ain't living like that no way. But I'm talking about people under 30. If you happen to be watching this, take the L. It's not even a L. It's just a inconvenience on your part. Just take the ticket. Stop trying to fight these cops. We all know they dirty. We know they grimy. We know they ain't shit. We know this already. So why provoke what you don't have to? Uh, Truth be told, and this is from a cop, long time ago. A lot of times they don't. All they want to do is give you the ticket and go. They don't even want to deal with you. But when they see something and they're like, I can't let that go, they're gonna get, all they want to do is write you the ticket and you go about your business. Now, if you don't have your affairs in order, that's just more shit for you to do later. But a lot of times, these cops don't want to be bothered with you. All they want to do is write you the ticket and go on about their business. Here, $50, $100, $200, whatever the case may be. That's all. So let's stop making it easier for them to do what they're itching to do every day. They're itching to whoop somebody's ass every day. Truth be told. Even special police, fake cops, whatever you want to call them. All they want to do is whoop somebody ass. They want to whoop somebody ass. That's all they want to do. We got to stop that, y'all. We got to cut this narrative out, because when all the footage comes out, it's going to be like, well, why didn't you just get out the car? A defense attorney go, well, why didn't you just get out the car? It would have been ABC. You could have just got out the car. So will he lose? He's not going to get what he think he's going to get. I promise you. He can sue. He can sue, and he will get something, and it will be substantial. But these cops are not, they're not going to, they'll get a write-up, or they're already probably on administrative leave. So we'll see. We'll see. But my bet is he's going to get a little bit of something. He's going to get something. If he broke, whatever he gets is going to be substantial. These cops ain't going to lose their job, and I'd be shocked if they do. Because I seen his video, which is all over the place, and I also seen the police footage. That's also available right now, because a lot of times, if a cop is wrong or it's questionable, you won't see that video till there's an investigation, until their investigation is either complete or whatever the case may be. It's funny how you already see this video, the cops video, the police camera. You already see that video's already out. It's funny because a lot of times that video don't come out so fast. But here, yeah. He said this. Oh, okay, watch this. It's not worth it, y'all. It ain't worth it. I just got a ticket week before last. I just got a ticket myself. And instead of arguing with this cop, because he was going in the opposite direction, so I could have easily argued, you didn't know how fast I was going. I could have gave him the business. But no, common sense says, let me just, dang it, you got me, copper. Here's my information. He said, everything legit? I said, yes, sir. Of course he's going to go to his car and check. What am I lie for? But when he realized I didn't lie, he gave me a bullshit ticket. He said, here, you can go to court. You can pay it online, whatever you choose. And I was on my way. I was in such a good mood that day. I didn't even care. And still don't. Because the point I'm making is, I was nice to him. I was honest with him. And he was then again, he wasn't lenient because he wrote me up. But he could have made it a whole lot worse. He could have made it a lot worse. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, to be continued on that one. And going off that, it's just, as you can see, it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop. So I'm telling y'all, please be smart out there. Keep your ducks in order. Keep your ducks in a row. If it ain't got it, a lot of times, if you just be straight up with them, and let him know, hey, let him know before he finds out, because if he finds out, then it's looks like you're hiding something. Just tell him straight out. It probably won't mean nothing, but at the same time, a lot of these cops, all they want to do is write you up and go. They don't want to deal with you. They don't want to deal with your issue. They don't want to deal with your problem. They don't want to hear your lies. They don't want to hear all that. Take the L. A lot of times, it's easy just to get the ticket. Just, I can't get points on my license. Really? Anyway, that's another conversation for another day. So, for those that give a shit, I apologize for the hiatus, but like I said, I had some personal issues to deal with. June was rough, but it ended on a good note. I had a lot of things going on in June, and here it is going on the end of July. I had a lot of things going on in July, some up, some down, still dealing with some stuff. But you know what? It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. And we're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep it moving. I'm going to get back on this grind and get these videos popped out to you. Like and subscribe. I mean, if you ain't like and subscribe, I don't give a shit if you really do or don't. I really don't. But if I say something that you like, let me know. If I say something you don't like, let me know. If you agree with what I'm saying, let me know. If you disagree with what I'm saying, let me know. Let's get that conversation going. If you want to, talk about my head, hey, I don't give a shit, but let me know. Leave it in the comments. I did a couple videos and got 0 comments, and I thought that was some decent little footage. I was like, oh, wow. But again, I don't do it for the likes and the comments. I don't do it for the subs. I do it because I enjoy this, I enjoy doing what I'm doing. And I'm going to keep doing it because I enjoy it. If I don't get a single solitary person to watch, Nats is getting crazy. If I don't get a single solitary person to watch, don't worry about it, because every successful podcast or YouTuber, whatever, started out like this. They started out like this. Not like this, but they started out just doing videos. So will my day come? Who knows? But if I quit, how would I ever know? That's all I'm saying. So on that note, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Mom Dukes ain't here, so I'll holler at her later on. And we're going to see what's up. Until the next time, y'all.